If your life only gets better when you work more hours, you are not free. You are just living a better version of dependence. And that trap is dangerous because hard work looks good at first. It looks responsible, disciplined, ambitious. And in the beginning, it even gets rewarded. But it hides a ceiling. At some point, the person who keeps trading time for progress gets passed by the person who builds leverage. Not because they are smarter, but because they stop solving the same problem with more effort. So, the real question is not, do you really work hard? The real question is, are you building something that keeps working when you stop? Most people are taught to respect effort. Work hard, stay busy, push a little more, be reliable. And to be fair, effort matters. In the beginning, effort is almost all you have. No reputation, no money, no system, no team, no audience. Just your own energy. So you push. And for a while it works. You improve, you earn more, and you can feel the momentum. But there is a problem. Linear effort always has a limit. You only have 24 hours. Your attention is limited. Your energy gets tired. Your calendars fills up. So, if your results only grow when your hours grow, you are not building a freedom. You are renting survival from your own time. And that is why so many hardworking people still feel stuck. They are moving, but they are not scaling. Leverage simply means this. You do work once, and it keeps creating value after the effort ends. That could be a product, a system, a process, a piece of content. This is what changed the game. An hour of direct works gives one result. But an asset can keep producing results again and again. This is the difference between outcomes and assets. An outcome is something you finish once. You take a call, you do freelance project, you answer the customer. You manually close the deal. Yes, it's useful, and actually it is how you're going to make your first income. It is how you're going to start. But when it ends, it ends. You have to come back tomorrow and do it again. An asset is different. A strong video can keep bringing attention. A system can keep saving time. A trained process can keep helping the team. A product can keep scaling. Assets keep working after the original effort is over. And the most people do not spend enough time building them. They stay busy producing outcomes. That feels productive, but it does not always create scale. To be honest, I earned this in the hard way. There was a period when I was doing almost everything myself. All the sales calls, operations, the product decisions, customer supports. From the outside, it looked good. Busy days, constant movement, and a lot of getting done. But underneath that, there was a deeper truth. The business was growing at exact the speed of my personal capacity. That means I was not really building a company. I was building a job with more pressure. That realization changed the way I think. Because if everything depends on you, then you are not using leverage. You are the system. And that sounds strong at first, but over time, it becomes the trap. The question changed for me. It was not, can I do this well? The question was, can this happen without me? If you ask yourself this question, it can change everything. To be honest, being skilled is matters. You should become good at what you do. You need to be good at sales, communication, solving problems, decision making. But skills alone still has a bottleneck. If the knowledge only lives in your head, it does not scale. It stops where your energy stops. Real leverage begins when the skill becomes a system. When your thinking becomes process. When your knowledge becomes documentation. When your judgment becomes criteria. When your way of working becomes something other people can use. If you ask me, a founder who can sell is useful. But to be honest, a founder who builds a repeatable sales process is building leverage. This is where many ambitious people get stuck. They become very capable, but they stay personally involved in everything. If everything depends on you, you are not irreplaceable. you are the bottleneck. A lot of people misunderstand leverage. They think it means shortcut. It means passive income. And also they think it's like avoiding the hard work. But this is not true. Real leverage often takes more work in the beginning. It takes longer to build the process than to do the task yourself. It takes longer to build a product than sell your time. So, in the short term, leverage can look slow, and this is why people avoid it. The human mind loves fast proof, quick wins, quick relief, and fast results. But leverage asks for a different mindset. It asks you to work now so the system works later. This is a difficult trait because visible effort gets attention, but deep leverage often looks quiet. You are documenting, building, recording, automating, thinking ahead, making decisions today that only become valuable months later. That is not flashy, but that is how compounding starts. If you remember one thing from this video, you just need to remember this. Earn, build, and multiply. The first thing first, you must earn. Use direct effort to create cash flow, skills, and clarity. You are going to work, sell, and learn. Get close to reality. Understand what people actually value. Then you can build. Turn what you learn into assets. Document the process. Create the systems, build the content, and you can train the people. Create something that does not fully depend on your daily effort. Then you can multiply. Once the core things works, add force. You can add software, some media, then you can automate it. But only after the foundation is real. If you multiply too early, you scale noise. If you multiply after the system is strong, you scale the results. Earn, build, multiply. This is the sequence. So, you don't need leverage everywhere at once. Start with one bottleneck, one repetitive task, one process that takes too much of you. Fix that first, then the next one. And over time, life starts to feel different because linear effort creates a life where progress resets every morning. Leverage creates a life where progress accumulates. And that is a completely different game. So yes, work hard, especially early stages. First, earn your skills, earn your standards, earn your experiences, but do not worship effort by itself. Use effort to build leverage. Use leverage to create scale. Use scale to buy back time. And use that time to think better, build better, and live better. Because the goal was never to become perfectly optimized machine. The goal was to stop being trapped inside one.